Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please remember, this is not financial advice, but I'm only here to entertain you. Remind you to only buy on those red candles. What a day today. What a day. So tomorrow we have the launch of CoinViewCap. And as you know, the pre-launch went fast, but that whitelisting went even faster. Sold out in like 20 minutes. It seems like I blinked and I missed out on the white sale. But you know what? There's another one coming up. I noticed in the chat that Tangi was in the chat and she has a nice white listing. In case you're not following her on Twitter, she is at the Shilling Station. I think that's right. Tangi, if you want to just type it in there, because she is part of a token as well that has a white listing coming up, and it looks like an exciting project. So what's this on Twitter? Can you believe this already? CoinViewCap, I was able to get into the pre-launch, missed the whitelisting, but what are you going to do? You know, it sold out in 20 minutes. Who knew that that was going to happen? Hey, Red Sox. Yes, everyone check out Tangi on Twitter. This way you can keep up with everything that's going on there. If you want to get in, you know, that's the whole, we need to get in early. We need to get on the white listings. We need to get on the pre-launches. This way, when those tokens do launch, we'll be in profit immediately. That's a win. That's what we need to start looking for. Projects like that that we can immediately win as soon as they take off. Now, the Coin View Cap launch is going to be tomorrow between 1 and 3. And look at their Twitter. What's this? They already have a listing. They're going to be listed on an exchange, Bitmart, April 13th, 2022. That's what you want to see. You want to see a token working aggressively for their holders, and that's pretty dang aggressive. Now, in case you don't know what CoinViewCap is, uh, as we know, the gold standard right now is CoinMarketCap, and you can go there and check out everything that you want to know about a particular token. If you want to see how many holders they have, what the price is, check out the chart, historical data for that particular token. It's all right there on CoinMarketCap. CoinViewCap is promising a database much like that, but it's going to be more detailed and apparently more accurate because, you know, CoinMarketCap is not that accurate. You know, they've kicked down a few different tokens that actually deserve to be quite high up in the rankings. Let's take, for instance, Saitama. Now, that token is not doing too well right now, but listen, at one point, it was like $1 billion token, and they didn't get the credit that they deserved at the time. There was also people taking out some bad advertisements and actually sticking it above the token as a banner. So if you went to go investigate a particular token, you would see that negative advertisement. I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that somebody can get in there and be discriminating against your project for whatever reason that it may be. Like, I know that they had done that to Saitama. Like I said, it's that token is, I don't want to even want to talk about that token anymore, but they didn't get the credit that they deserved when they deserved it. Okay. So this coin view cap is going to change the game. They want to be accurate. They want to be non-discriminating. They just want to give you facts as an investor. How could you not love that project? Right now, CoinMarketCap, they haven't really had any competition, but now with CoinViewCap on the scene, they're going to have some competition, and they might even just start cleaning up their own act. You know, when you're the only pizza place in town, you can make a mediocre pizza and get away with it, and everyone's still going to go to you because you're the only pizza place. When other pizza places start popping up, you know, you got to up your game. You have to outshine those other pizza places. So maybe CoinMarketCap will clean up its website a little bit, stick to data and not be so discriminating. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to have the CEO of Lucrosus Capital. That's the venture capitalist cryptocurrency that I had done a review on a few months ago. He's going to be here tomorrow for an AMA, which is very exciting. And he's going to do a giveaway to 3 different viewers. You are going to win a portion of some Luca tokens. So, in case you wanted to be ever a venture capitalist, watch tomorrow. I'm going to pick 3 lucky viewers so that you can win yourself some nice Luca tokens. Yes, the CoinView Cap launch is going to be tomorrow, 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. We're not exactly sure. We get a window, a particular window, and you have to pay attention. If you were involved with the pre-launch or the whitelisting, they're going to airdrop those tokens to whatever wallet that you did purchase from. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat. Of course, Tangiza here. Coin market cap, meh, sometimes. Yep. Bringing us facts. I try. Sherry says, awesome. Sherry's here for every live stream. As soon as I turn on the live stream, Sherry's always right there. So big shout out to Sherry. Sherry, I don't know what makes me feel like you're going to be one of the winners. I don't know why I feel like that might happen. I'm just saying I feel like that will probably happen. Sherry's definitely gonna win, guys. Okay, I have to tell you, Sherry's definitely gonna win because listen, she has shown the Crypto Queen channel so much love, and she is so very appreciated. Of course, I have to make Sherry one of the winners. Of course. So Sherry, just make sure you're here tomorrow, girl. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love this stream. FUD free just feels so much better. I try. Oh, thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. I just left a Twitter space with JP, who is the CEO of ArchieNeko Token. And let's bounce on over to this website. Now, in case you guys don't know, they did hire me to make some videos for them, do some tweets for them and go into their voice chat and chat a little bit about the project. And I looked at the project and I'm like, oh, well, this sounds okay. I like everything that they're saying. It doesn't seem anything different than what any other token really has said until JP's like, hey, can I call you? Or you call me if you want to hide your number. And I'm like, that is so strange. I've never had a developer of a project request that I call them before. So I called him and we had a nice long conversation. And this is a really good, solid project to get into. One of the biggest things for me that really said to me, okay, you have to get into this project now. This is a good project. Their pre-sale wallets are locked for 6 months. Now, normally when you buy into a token, day of launch, there's a huge green candle. And then normally right next to that green candle, depending on the project, right next to that green candle is a ginormous red candle. And that's everybody that got into the pre-launch. They're dumping out, they're taking profits, and they're bringing down the price point. They're locked for 6 months. And so is his wallet. It's all locked for 6 months. Liquidity has been locked in Unicrypt for 1 year. When I saw that, I was like, okay, wow, the pre-salers can't dump on us? That's pretty incredible. So let's bounce on over to their chart. And as you can see, they're having higher highs and higher lows. That's what that is right there. It is so early here. There is only 363 holders. Very soon, they're going to start their staking. Like, they have a lot planned out for ArchieNeko Token, JP does. And it just seems like his roadmap is front-loaded. Like, everything's happening very quickly. There's other tokens that say, okay, we're going to build a wallet. We're going to do staking. And then we're going to, eventually do our own exchange. And then we're going to do our own ecosystem and our own blockchain. And all of that is going to take a very long time. It's going to take like 1 to 2 years. JP is saying that he's feeling very confident that he can get this done like within 6 months. And I'm like, how is he going to be able to get a blockchain up and running in 6 months? Well, the answer is very easy. He's hiring a team of coders that are working nonstop to get it done. That's kinda what you wanna hear, right? It's not just one guy in a room by himself creating code. I understand that Vitalik Buterin and a team of people did that as well, but that's what he's got going on right now. He's dedicated to this. He wants this project to be a wealth builder for people in his community, of course, for himself as well, but he wants to spread his wealth to people who are in need. People, I said yesterday, if you're poor in the United States, like, there's different levels of poor. I don't think people in the United States really understand what the word poor means. There's being poor, like, "Oh, man, I gotta wait for my next project until I could buy this outfit or do this." And then there's people that live in abject poverty, where they don't have money for food and for basic essentials. He's giving back to those people because that's the way that he grew up. He grew up in India, and he was fortunate enough to be able to come to the United States because his sister went to nursing school, and there was a shortage of nurses here in the United States. So they gave her a deal. They said, "Come here and be a nurse, and we'll let you bring over your family members." So she took advantage of that, came on over here, brought her family, and he really attributes all of his success to the fact that his sister got them into the United States, and he was able to build his fortune here. And if you ever bounce into their Twitter spaces, they're just loaded with people that have worked with him for a very long time. He's managed their money. They trust him. We're talking about influential people, people that have fame. There's some sports figures in there. That's what you want to hear, because normally when you talk to a sports figure about their money, it's either somebody ran off with their money or they lost all their money somehow. And to know that he has handled their money well and has helped to make the money and build even more money, that's the kind of project that you want to get into, right, guys? Rakesh says Archie is going. Sorry. Archie is going to change our life. Best project to make entry in early stage at nice price. Yep. As you know, I always say buy on that red candle. And guess what we have today? We have a red candle for ArchieNeko Token. Buy on those red candles. Today is the day to enter. There's only 363 holders in ArchieNeko right now. It's very, very early to get in. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, but look at that ginormous green candle. It's late. No, it's early because in a few months' time, when they say when in doubt, zoom out, that big green candle that you're seeing right now, when we zoom out a few months from now, it's going to be like a little blip on the screen. It's incredibly early for this particular token, so get in now. Get in now to ArchieNeko. Be one of the Genesis holders. Anything that I think is below 1,000 holders, you really can be considered a Genesis holder. So it's very early here with ArchieNeko. They have a lot going on. They have a whole ecosystem that he is going to build and put in place. He's building his own little lottery system with the Lucky Strike. How cool is that? I like to gamble. I'm a gambling kind of lady, so yep. Yep, Dean, I did mention that the liquidity is locked in Unicrypt for 1 year. Now, guys, in case you don't know, let me make this a little bigger actually, instead of my face being so big. Had that happen, I didn't even realize my face looked that big on the screen. Let me see if I can go up here. Let me bounce back to StreamYards to see if you can see it. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in on my screen here, on my computer screen. Okay, let me just go back to StreamYards to see if you can see it. Yes. Do you see this little green looking unicorn? That's a link to Unicrypt. If you ever want to check to see if, in fact, a token has their liquidity locked in Unicrypt, all you have to do is hit that. And that is going to bring you over into Unicrypt to show you if that particular token's liquidity is locked in Unicrypt. And you can see that. And by the way, Unicrypt is like the gold standard when it comes to your liquidity being locked. They're the gold standard. And you can see down here, it's locked for 1 year. 1 year from the day of launch, it's locked. And they have it's 96.4% of their liquidity that is locked up. So you can feel comfortable, comfy cozy that liquidity is safe and sound there in Unicrypt. Oh, we got a super chat from Wadi Rodriguez. Just because you're awesome, I have followed you for a while now. ArchieNeko, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. So, yep, I just instructed everybody how to ensure that your token's liquidity is locked. And there it is. It is locked for 1 year. And let me go back to the chart. Let me zoom out here if I can. Can't always do it. Here we go. It is still very early for ArchieNeko Token. If you go over to the left-hand side of the screen, this is where you get all of the pivotal information about that token. You can see the holder count, and as you can see here, it's 363 holders. You can see the total market cap, which is almost $3.5 million, and you can see the liquidity amount up here, which is 806,000, which is a really good ratio. Sometimes you look at tokens and they have a market cap of like 6 million, 7 million, and then you look at their liquidity and it's only like 500,000 liquidity locked. And I'm thinking to myself, how did that happen? How is the ratio so far off? But you could see it's really good here with ArchieNeko Token. Each time somebody buys, more is going to be added to that liquidity pool. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the ArchieNeko tokenomics, just so you can understand everything that's going on here. And I love the fact, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. I love it when people have to pay a larger sell tax than they do a buy tax, because I love when people get jabbed when they're trying to get out of the project that we love and that we want to hodl into. Sell tax and extra sell tax doesn't bother me. I really, really like it. Rakesh says Archie has anti-whale mechanism. Yep, which will always help to make charts stronger and stronger in an uptrend. Very true. And the fact that those pre-sale wallets are locked up as well, that's huge. I don't think I've not ever heard of the pre-sale wallets being locked for 6 months. I've heard of pre-sale wallets being inhibited from dumping a lot at any one particular time. People have broken those rules and it's hurt the project and the chart of certain tokens. And sometimes things fail and people just break the rules. But having them locked for 6 months is incredible. And just think of the people that okayed that. If you were into the pre-launch, the white sale, knowing that, hey, listen, I'm going to lock your wallet up and it's going to stay locked for 6 months. Do you trust me? Can you imagine the people that were like, yeah, JP, we totally trust you. Go on and lock them for 6 months. We trust you. I think that says a lot about his character and the trust level that he has with his investors. So let's just take a little peek-see here. So when you buy, 3% is going to the liquidity pool. And my cat is going to start to cry. I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's terrible. He's bad. He's a bad boy. 3% goes to the liquidity pool, 3% to marketing. So that's 6%, 6% to reflection. So that's 12%, 14%. So 15% to buy in. But I love those high reflections. I would rather have that one-time initial fee when you buy in if we have a lot of reflections. Reflections can make a huge difference with your purse size, your bag size, your wallet. It just makes a huge, huge difference. If you've purchased into a token, let's take for instance, like Shinja. If you ever purchased a token that has like a high number and a lot of reflections, if you go back in a month time and you compare the numbers of your bag when you first bought it and compare it to what it is now because of those big reflections, it makes a really big difference, a big, huge difference. So I love a nice big fat reflection, and that's what we have here in ArchieNeko Token. Now to sell, if you want to sell and get out, excuse me. Stop it, Pawnee. Be a good boy, okay? If you want to sell, it's 4% goes to liquidity pool, 5% goes to marketing, so that's 9%. still 6% to Reflections, so that's 15. Archie Treasury, which is 2, so that's 17. And Archie Foundation gets bumped up from 1% to 3%, so that's a 20% tax if you go to sell out of the ArchieNeko token. That's known as a whale tax. It's also been dubbed a harpoon tax, which is okay with me. And so those are the tokenomics for the ArchieNeko token. So I love, oh, was my little picture blocking all that? Shucks. I love the reflections too. I love them too. They make a huge difference. Whenever you buy into a project, those huge reflections make a big difference. Oh, here's the guy that always says, I'm blonde. Hey, beautiful blonde. Good morning from India. Good morning. Good morning. It's good evening here in the United States. And I'm brunette, but that's okay. You can call me a blonde if you want. So one of the main reasons that I wanted to go live was because I wanted to talk about this Coin View Cap launch that's tomorrow. It's going to start tomorrow. We don't have an exact, whenever they do launches, they give you a roundabout time. This one is going to be tomorrow, 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. So be on the lookout for that. Normally, what you have to do if you want to get involved in a launch is make sure that you're a part of their Telegram. And I always say that whenever you're thinking about investing into a token, make sure you join all of their different social media platforms, Twitter, Telegram, just stay on top of everything, because Telegram is normally the very first place where they're feeding information to. So if you're in that Telegram room, you're going to probably find out first. They're going to say they might have a voice chat going on, or they might have the messaging chart up, but they'll probably mute that and they'll say, "Hey, we're now live on Uniswap. Go and get us." So the launch is tomorrow. Be in that Telegram. That's how you're gonna find out. But look, this is what they've already pulled out of their hat. April 13th, 2022, they are going to be listed on Bitmart. So if you own CoinViewCap, you can deposit it into Bitmart 2 days before 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, April 11th. Now, what happens whenever a token is launched onto Bitmart? What happens all the time, right? You have a ginormous green candle as soon as it hits Bitmart. Those are the Bitmart people buying in because they didn't have the opportunity to buy it through a wallet. Maybe they don't have a wallet. Maybe they're unfamiliar with the wallet. They just don't have funds in there for whatever reason. They haven't already purchased it. They're getting in that particular day. And there's always a huge green candle, right? That green candle is inevitably followed by a huge red candle. So if you're into CoinViewCap, if you're invested already, if you got into the pre-launch of the white sale, or if you're getting into the pre-launch or the launch tomorrow, keep that in mind. When that hits Bitmart, it's going to have a soaring green candle. And why that's important to know, because you might want to start pulling profits then. As much as I loved, I still love, I didn't mean to use the past tense. I still love Terrarium. I love Terrarium. And as much as I love Terrarium, that same thing happened to them as well. They had a nice, huge green candle. It was going great. It was going great. And then there was a ginormous red candle. So even Terrarium got hit by the red candle on Bitmart. So you should know, CoinViewCap, if you get into the launch, when it launches on Bitmart, that's your chance to take your profits. That's going to be a great place to take profits. Now, I know a lot of people, depending on where you got in and how profitable you are, probably should make some profits tomorrow too, depending on how high this thing is going to go up. I knew Terrarium was going to, just blow up and explode. So I decided to not take profits the day of launch. There were people that I talked to the day of launch in the afternoon. They're like, "Yeah, I took profits already." I'm like, "What? What? You took profits today already?" "Yeah, you got to take profits." Not with a project like, I thought that person was crazy, and I admire this person, a very intelligent person, and I was just like, Is it just me? Like, I'm not gonna take profits from this for, like, a couple weeks because I think this is, like, the best thing, at the time." So I don't have the same feeling about CoinViewCap that I did Terrarium. I'm just saying. So when it goes on to, depending on what it does tomorrow, take your profits. But when it goes on to Bitmart, just note that day, right there, April 13th, you need to think about taking the bulk of your profits and then leaving you a nice little moon bag. Just leave it there, squirrel it away, forget about it, and see what CoinViewCap is going to bring to you in the future. We have Paul saying whale limit max 3 ETH buy, 24 ETH sale. He's talking about ArchieNeko. Doctor says, please discuss about Bitgert next time. Into Bitgert, thanks. Bitgert. Okay, Shibnobi. I see somebody with eyeballs over here. Shibnobi Sully. Please like and comment. Oh, thank you, Sully. I appreciate you. Yes, Rakesh says the reflections are huge, and we were talking about ArchieNeko Token. So, did you guys see? Did you guys see? Oh, hold on a second. I'm huge again. I don't understand why this happens. Let me just do like this. Did you guys see I have the little ArchieNeko banner up? Isn't that cute? You know who taught me that? Sandstorm. He's got his whole thing is filled with all of these tokens. I guess they sponsor his channel, so he's got a bunch of them up. I'm like, your channel banner is starting to look like, an old suitcase with like bumper stickers on it. You know how people travel around, they put sticker. I'm like, that's what your thing looks like. ArchieNeko only accept Ethereum Queen. Yes, for right now, Ethereum, you can get it on Uniswap. It's an ERC20 token. And thank you. I love you too. But here's the thing. Like, JP is saying they're going to have their own blockchain in like 6 months. Every time you talk to another project, they're like, yeah, we're going to have a blockchain and it's going to be like way far away. So he's pretty confident that he's going to be able to get a lot done within that 6-month time period. We're going to be staking soon. We're going to be doing that lucky strike, which is like a lottery system. And I love to gamble, right? Your girl's a degenerate gambler. So we are definitely going to keep our eye on ArchieNeko. And of course, they want to play a part in the metaverse, which I think is very smart because I think the metaverse is going to be absolutely everything. Hey, in the chat, will you let me know if you can hear my cat crying? That's the cat, that's the R word. He's mental. He's a little R word. Now, normally I say, said to my vet, I thought we don't use that word anymore because he's the one that called my cat the R word. And he's like, with animals, it's fine. And yours is. How am I the one person in the world? It feels like I'm the only person in the world that has a cat that's an R word. How can it be? He's on all kinds of medication. He's asthmatic. He was just diabetic. I finally got him off the insulin, and he's on Prozac. And now I have to get a special thing so it blows hormones in the air of my house for him so he can calm down. Whenever I go on camera, like I put my makeup on. It takes a while. And I've been killing my hair with trying to blow it straight and get it straight and have it looking nice and everything. And stop it. People hear you. They just said they could hear you. Oh, my camera went out. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, so because the cat is asthmatic, my vet is like, you can't use any like air diffusers. If you have any Glade plugins, you can't burn candles. Like, I was the candle queen. I would have a candle burning nonstop in my house, like either for decoration or for the scent, or I'm Catholic. I have those prayer candles. Like, I would have candles nonstop, and I couldn't use hairspray or perfume. So, it's been so long since I used hairspray that I forgot. I literally forgot about hairspray, and I got my hair cut over the weekend, and my stylist said to me, "Your hair, you're killing your hair with all of the blowing out that you're doing to your hair. You need to stop." And I'm like, "But I have to style it, and the only way that I can is to blow it out." And she's like, "Why aren't you just using hairspray?" And I'm like, "Oh, because I can't, like, I forgot about hairspray because my cat has ruined my life, and I can't use all of these things that I love." So what I've decided to do is I will now use hairspray, but I will do it in the bathroom with the door closed and the vent on, and he can't be in there. And then I'll let it air out a little bit, and then I'll open the door because he's just, I shouldn't say he ruined my life, but he's very expensive, and he's not nice, and he's not appreciative. But, listen, I know it's not his fault, and what I do thank God for is that I got him. I picked him, because if he went to anybody else, I don't know how they would put up with him. Number 1, the vet bills are incredibly expensive, especially when he was diabetic. I had a the insulin was expensive, the needles, you have to go to the vet every 6 weeks to get the sugar checked, like, it was a crazy amount of money I was spending on him, but thank God. He's off the insulin, so at least I don't have to pay for that anymore, but I thank God that I took him. I don't see how anybody else would tolerate this cat, like, I'm very patient, and sometimes he pushes me to limit. I took my slipper off one time, I was gonna throw it at him, I'm like, "Shut up." I would never, but I thought about it. Me, I don't care, but, like, he beats up the other cats, and, that's not cool. So, yeah, okay. That's my sob story about my cat. Not that you wanted to hear that. So let's take a look at what CoinViewCap currently has. I believe they're going to, once they do the launch, they're going to change this all up. It's going to be looking hot. It's going to be looking sexy, because right now, as of right now, it is very bare bones. So they need to, fix this up a little, get a little bit of jazz going on here, make it look sexy, and look at the price of our Bitcoin. Woof, that's going back up. Ethereum is going back up. And, that's another thing that I was thinking of. So when we did the pre-launch for CoinViewCap, I bought half an ETH. So, and I think Ethereum at the time was like maybe $2,700. Now look at the price of Ethereum. So whatever we invested back then, we're already in profit. It's already going to be that much more valuable, simply because it's an ERC20 token and it goes with the price of Ethereum. Like, isn't that great? Let's just hit Ethereum. Let's see what the rest of their database looks like. I always have to jump back to, oh my gosh. I wasn't sharing my screen. Sade, hey. Mrs. NFT, queen in the house. Oh my God. Do you have a smush face kitty? Well, I do have one that's sort of smush face. She is a doll face Persian, but not like a regular Persian where their faces are so smushed in. They have breathing problems. Like, they're uncomfortable. Their noses are always messed up. So when we got the Persians, we wanted the doll faces, because they don't have that smushed in face as much. Wadi says, "Good night, Tammy. Good night, Tangi. Have a good one, ladies. Good night. Good night." So now we're just checking out CoinViewCap to see what their website looks like. Here we go. Okay. Make us little contribution. I think they could have worded that a little better, right? Their chart. Let's see what this looks like here. 7-day? No, you don't want to give me 7-day. What about a month? Okay. Oh, maybe it was on a 7-day. Oh, it was. Month, 6 months. Let's go back to 3 months. So yeah, just think about it. So when we did the Coin View Cap launch, I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look at my wallet to see when I put it in, but it was lower. So immediately, right off the bat, it's going to be that much more profitable just because Ethereum has now gained some traction back. It's going all the way. I just rescued a feral kitty, and I'm not even a cat person. Kim, good for you. Good for you. What's the name of your cat? I love cats. My brothers and I, we all love cats. And as a matter of fact, he has a shop in town where he fixes cars. And he has a shed out back that he specifically built for the cats so that the homeless cats in town, so that they would have some place to go when it's cold in the winter. They can go into the shed. He had a door built. There's like a little cat perch up there. He made a window in it. There's a sliding door so that they go through a door that's like only this big. And he's got a heater in there. So it keeps it like a constant 80 degrees through the winter time so that they don't freeze to death. That's crazy, right? These are the top loser coins. Imagine hitting that chart. Oh no, I've made it to the loser list. That hurts. Oh my gosh, down 79%, almost 60. Let's see if let's see if any of my stuff's in here, right? Jeez. Doesn't look like it. Go on page 2. Oh, okay. Nope. Thank goodness. Nothing I'm in. Jeez. The loser list. That hurts. Oh, actually, I wanted to go back to Mrs. NFT Queen says, "My cat is 11. We rescued her from a bunch of kids trying to throw her in the dumpster. Oh no, when she was only a few weeks old. Man, kids suck." Shan says, "What's the starting price for a coin view cap? Anyone? No? Actually, I don't know." Mrs. NFT Queen, "Smush face kitties are the cutest. They have the best temperament too." S. Smith says, "My cat used to hunt my wife's panties and leave dried kitty poo for me to find in the couch cushions. But gosh darn it, I loved him." Rip Serious. Aw. So he was digging your wife, clearly. Didn't like you. Teasing. Feral kitty is what I call her. Feral kitty. She's about 3 months old. And Black, my nephew, said, "Name her Pickles." Ouch, at the lowest list. Yep. So did you I was crazy busy today doing other stuff. I didn't have a chance to be on Twitter at all. I was basically disengaged from my phone doing other stuff, and I heard through one of the spaces on Twitter, actually it was the ArchieNeko space, that Shibnobi unlocked their liquidity and took out $4 million from what was supposed to be locked liquidity so that they could take that and burn it. Did anybody else hear this? Because I didn't. Like, the first time I held my phone was to literally just go into Twitter to send something, and I saw the space had opened, so I entered it, and that was the first I'd heard of that. So I'm gonna go over to Twitter and see what they are saying about it in Shinobi. It's like, that's important to know if that's happened. You don't wanna miss the AMA tonight. I guess not, right? It's gonna be at 10. They're going to have the AMA with Plantanasso, which is Jason's token. So what maybe this is. Oh, they always put whenever they do their live streams, which, they do them every night. They always put, like, the minutes. This is the meeting minutes. This is what happened. Okay, so here it is. Huge buyback and burn. The team has decided that because of our liquidity is so healthy, we will be pulling $4.2 million of it out of our liquidity pool to be used for a huge buyback and burn over the next 3 weeks. Cliff will be doing a weekly $700,000 fluctuates with the price of Ethereum, of course, buyback. After the three buybacks have been done, he will be burning all of these tokens. As our liquidity continues to grow, these types of buybacks and burns will be done periodically to increase the price, reduce the supply, and stabilize our liquidity pool. So naturally, when they did this, people were like, hey man, how do you take liquidity if your liquidity is locked? How do you do that? So number one, that caused a huge rift in the community. Of course, people that are in Shinja, that are hodlers like I am. Hey, I've been in Shinja for a long time. I because of their huge reflections, like my bag is just got swollen. Huge bag in there. And so we love it, right? But then there's the other people that, of course, people that FUD, they're FUDders. They're like, oh, so you're able to dip into your liquidity any old time that you want. So what's the point of your liquidity being locked if you can simply unlock it and rate it and take out what you want and do what you want with it? That kind of stuff. And then you have other people who are like, well, geez, if they can unlock their liquidity, what's to stop everybody else, all of the other devs? What's to stop them from unlocking their liquidity and taking off with the cookies in the cookie jar? Like what's the point of having a liquidity locker if you can just unlock it? Like if you have the keys to the lock, why even bother? You know what? That's what's happened. And I get it. I mean, of course, you'd want these questions. Crypto Craig says the ArchieNeko family loves me. I love you too. Thank you. Appreciate ya. See my it keeps disappearing every time I do that. We'll do like this. See my little ArchieNeko thing up here. I try to make it because I thought probably you would be able to see it like that, but it seems like my face is taking up the whole screen. Seems like, oh, thank you, Kim. You, Tammy, love you. Love you, Tammy, and love ArchieNeko. Let's do it for Archie. Yep. So I'm really pumped. It's very early for Archie. Like I said, anything that I consider a project that has like less than 1,000 people, that's a Genesis holder. So if you get in now, you're going to be a Genesis holder for ArchieNeko Token. So let's bounce back to Twitter. My girlfriend, I just heard her. She goes in the bathroom. I hope she doesn't flush. Where's Twitter? Okay. Is it showing? What is happening? There we go. Let's just look at Saitama Guru just for the heck of it, right? See if they found out anything else about, what's going on with the liquidity for Zeta Realty, because that's a mess. Thanks, just Moonshot. We spoke. What Moonshot say? Hey, at Crypto Journeys, we know who that is. Rodney Fudney. Hey, at Crypto Journeys, since you asked, here's the account that was used to buy at a lower percent and sell at a higher percent arbitrage. 10%, as per the person who bragged about it 3 days ago on Twitter. Gave the ether scan. Next time, why not ask? You know where to find me. Just Moonshot. Thanks, Just Moonshot. We actually spoke on this during the Twitter space briefly the other day. As I said previously, FUD is 99% of the time resolved with proper information. Wish folks would take 5 minutes to educate themselves before spending even more time creating a false narrative. That narrative would not have even started or have been spread if it wasn't for them, right? So they went into the system and they did something, and it left a window where people could, uh, purchase more than was the allotted amount. There was just a small time window where people, like, I think you were limited to, is it 5 trillion? State Realty was the maximum that you could buy at any given time. Then you could go about buy back in after, like, a 30-second kind of cooling off period, then you could go buy more. But there was, like, a max buy that you could do. But they were doing something within the smart contract that allowed people to basically buy more than that. Those wallet addresses got blacklisted, and apparently one of the guys that they blacklisted was upset that he did it, and he stole liquidity from them. That's the rumor, right? Isn't that what I saw on, who's this guy that I follow? I know I saw it on Rodney's thing that he posted it to his page. I basically bragged that he stole a bunch of liquidity from Seder Realty. Basically teaching them a lesson. Hey, you want to blacklist my wallet, but I don't think it's fair. And do you know why I don't think it's fair? Oh, because Rodney always got a good comeback here. We'll just read in what he says. Shout out to Just Moonshot for looking into this. Clap, clap. I asked for an expert and I got an answer. Going forward, we need to do a better job when launching tokens. There's no reasons why thousands of dollars of investor money should be locked up. Demand more from your projects. So like I said, there was a time where people could literally go in and buy more, and they did. Maybe it wasn't their fault though, because whenever you go into a project to buy, a lot of times it's, sometimes you hit buy max, buy whatever you can. And maybe if you hit buy max, it went over that amount because they allowed it. Is that fair then that should get blacklisted? I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, Rodney, he is really funny. Yeah, he's awesome. I love him. He's the original degen. Say Tama to the moon or not. Listen, I just don't even know how to feel about, I mean, clearly, you guys know that I didn't get into State Realty. Why would I get into that project? I don't trust the developers. I think that State Realty was just a vehicle for the developers at Saitama to get money for a marketing wallet. And as a matter of fact, he even said it in that Twitter space that night. He's like, now we'll be able, because it's part of an ecosystem. Shucks. Part of an ecosystem that we're going to be able to use the marketing wallet that's attached to Sata Realty to help Saitama. So there's your answer right there. The only reason that I believe they even launched this stupid token was so that they could have a marketing bag, take their marketing bag, do stuff with it, pay the developers, pay them, it's pay for marketing. And I think that's the only reason why they launched Sata Realty. So why would I want to contribute money to any of that? So I did have a little bag left over in Bitmart from Saitama. Just a few $100, not much. But naturally, when it pumped up to 18, I sold it because that's how you do. And what is it back at now? Let's go over here. Oh, we got some fresh buys in for ArchieNeko, guys. Look, boom, 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 boom. So let's see now. We should go to Etherscan because they always have an accurate holder count. I'm not going to do it. We're going to check. We're going to check the Saitama price. When I left off in Bitmart, when I looked at it last, it was like, I think it was like 14. But I understand that Bitmart and Dex Tools, all of these have different price points. Yeah, it's about 14, 13 something here on Dex Tools. So you can see, I mean, this is what's going to happen. People want to get out. They're looking to get out. These poor people on OKEX, right? They're going to get dumped. They're so going to get dumped so hard on. That didn't come out right. We had an 8 ETH sale, 5 ETH sell, 5 ETH sell. Well, we did have some buys too here for Saitama, so I can't say, and well, that was a 26. Hold on. I just don't think anything really good is gonna happen here. So I don't wanna contribute to that. I wanna put my money into projects that I'm confident are going to have a product at the end of the day. So when I sold out of my Saitama holdings, I was able to buy into Terrarium because they did have a dip that day. So I bought more Terrarium and I bought more Shibnobi. That's how you got to do. Okay. JG says, thoughts on CoinView Cap launch tomorrow? High expectations, low expectations. So I bought into the CoinView Cap pre-launch. I was able to get in. I didn't get in on the whitelisting, so bummed. You can't hesitate with the whitelistings because it was only live for 20 minutes, the whitelisting, and it was sold out. So that tells me there's a lot of interest in CoinView Cap. The pre-launch, I bought into like half an ETH, and that sold out in a day. A lot of interest here for CoinView Cap. People want an alternative to Coin Marketing Cap, and now they're going to have it with CoinView Cap. I don't think that their website is so very polished yet, but I think once they have money to start working with it, just fixing things up, making it a little smoother, a little cleaner, I think it'll be good. I think it's going to be like any other launch. I think it's going to take off like a whip of lightning. There's going to be a huge green candle, and then there's going to be that inevitable pullback. So it really depends on, you know, at what point are you going to take profits? I'll have to see it. I'll have to keep an eye, to see what's going on Dex tools. I'll have to decide what the volume is, what the buys and sell ratios are. And then you make a plan from there as to when you're going to pull your profits. Because I'm going to pull some profits tomorrow. And then I'm going to pull some more profits when it hits Bitmart. Because as you know, they already have Bitmart lined up. Like these are super aggressive people. Like they're not fooling around. Like this token hasn't even launched yet, and they've already got their Bitmart listing for April 13th. That's amazing. And whenever anything hits Bitmart, it goes crazy. There's a huge green candle. So I mean, I don't know. It depends as far as when I'm going to take. Like I said, it depends on what the volume is, what their holder count is going to be within the first 15 minutes. There's just a lot of different things that I consider, in my metrics when I'm deciding when I'm going to take profits or if I'm going to hold. Like with Terrarium, I knew I was not going to take profits for a while with that. And I was listening to one of my friends, and he's like, I've already taken profits on Terrarium. And I'm like, it was only like 2 hours after launch. And I'm like, what? You already took profits? And he's like, yeah, you got to take profits. I'm like, no, not at this early stage. Not with this one. He could have been right, though. I mean, I just happened to be right about that one, but he could have been right about something else. The white listing and the presale is no difference from what I heard. No, the white listing was I think it was like a week before the pre-launch. And there was, I can't remember what it was because I missed out. My friend Jeremy, crypto realist, is like, "Hey, the whitelisting, it's live. Like you can go get in." And I'm like, "Okay, it's live. All right." I'm doing something. I think it was like in the middle of a video or something. I was like, "I'll get to it later." And he's like, "Up, too late, sold out." So I think that whitelisting is where it's at. That's where you get in even cheaper than the pre-launch. And then the pre-launch, that lasted for a complete day before they sold out of that. But I mean, benefit-wise, no special price or added benefit. Are you sure Mm, I don't know about that one. I think there's I think there is a little bit of a price difference between the whitelisting and the pre-launch with CoinViewCap. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So guys, don't forget tomorrow night, I am going to have the CEO from Lucrosus Capital. That is a venture capitalist cryptocurrency is going to be on the channel. You know what venture capitalists are? That they're the people that dole out the money so that companies can get started, turn wonderful things, small little idea into a great big profitable company. That's what venture capitalists do, right? That's what Peter Thiel is. Peter Thiel was the financial backer of Facebook. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg would still be a nerd in a room right now if not for Peter Thiel. Who knows? Sherry says she's excited for CoinViewCap. So that's going to be tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are giving away some Luca tokens. So 3 lucky viewers are going to be the recipients of some of this Luca token, the cryptocurrency, so don't miss it. Lazy Jedi says, "I heard it from Fudney." Okay. Well, then it must be true. Totally, I believe it's true. If you heard it from Fudney, it's true. Crypto Queen, love I can still buy CoinViewCap on my Coinbase wallet if I have the CoinViewCap contract, right? Your wallet, yes. It's an ERC20 token. As long as if you have the correct contract address, don't be fooled by anything else. Don't type in CoinViewCap. Don't type in CVC because let's go. There's probably already honeypots cooking. Let's check it out. Let me go on StreamYard yep, okay. Let's go over here just to check out the situation with the honeypots, okay? Because I'll just type in CVC to begin with. Now I know it says Civic, but if you just typed in CVC and you weren't thinking, you could accidentally buy this, right? Oh, this got a lot of holders though. 63,000. Probably, maybe not. But if you just typed in CVC, maybe you'll get that. So let's coin view cap. Here we go, people. Here's our first honeypot. Because it shouldn't be here. Oh, unless this is... No, they wouldn't have this slotted here already. Oh, let's copy this. And let's go to... token sniffer. Can you see this? Oh, like you guys are going to say to me, you can see. I can't hear anything. Okay. I'm not a robot. Smell test. Look at that, people. Already a honeypot. CoinViewCap honeypot. So be careful. Look at this. It's already there. It's already there on Dex Tools. How many people do you think tomorrow are going to buy this honeypot token? There's going to be some people. Definitely 100%. There's going to be some people that get suckered into buying this honeypot token tomorrow. It's going to happen. Please be careful. Whenever you're involved with the cryptocurrency and their launch, so important to be a part of their social medias, join their Twitter, join their Telegram, because that's probably the first place they're going to post the actual contract address. It's going to be in their Telegram because every token launch that I've been a part of, they've always posted it there in their Telegram. Here we are, peeps. They'll mute the chat. They'll pin it, they'll post it, they'll mute the chat, and then you go and you buy. Right? So just beware. I probably should take a screenshot of that and put it on Twitter just so people know. Bill Nye, the Nazi spy, says 0 out of 100. Oh, hell no. That is a honeypot. As I knew it. because the CoinViewCap launch is tomorrow. So I figured these low people that have these honeypots already cooking, that there was gonna be a honeypot for the CoinViewCap token, and I was right. It's already there, and I took the contract address, I went over to Token Sniffer, and indeed, it's a honeypot. Now, when it comes to Token Sniffer, that's the only thing that I use Token Sniffer for, to ensure that if it's a honeypot or not. Because anything else, it's not great, you know? That's a CBC honeypot. Yes, Bill Nye, the Nazi spy. Have you met have you met Patrick? Why does the CBC website look like it was made in 1995? That alone was enough reason for me not to have faith in the project. Okay, so I just said, right? Listen, it is a very expensive venture whenever you're making out like a website. I'm sure this is what happens. They just wanted to have a bare bones skeleton type of interface for you to see and to be able to interact with. Once their coin goes live, their token goes live, and they have some money to work with, that thing is going to be awesome. They wouldn't be doing this if they weren't going to best coin market cap, right? I think they lacked the funds to do it. Could they jazz it up? Yes, probably. But coin market cap is not that attractive either. But you know, I think once they have some money to throw at it, they're gonna fix it up. It's gonna look better. It's gonna have, a lot of different things compared to coin market cap. And coin market cap, they're just so damn biased. Like, you can't count on them for anything. Not that I'm a huge person that's, I'm not a Saitama fan or anything, but they did do them dirty. They've never gave them the ranking that they deserved, because at one time, it's not right now, but at one time, Saitama's market cap was over $1 billion. It was $1 billion token, and they never ranked them properly. And then they had that whole Willie D thing where somebody ratted him out. He's criminal past, and now he's involved with this particular, like, it just didn't look good. It didn't look good for Saitama, but you know what? It didn't look good for coin market cap either, as far as I'm concerned. So yes, whenever you're buying a token, cryptocurrency, make sure that you're getting the contract address from a reliable source. Trust no one. Never just type in the token's name. That never works out well. Look how many people, look at the Lily Finance. Oh my gosh, the day of that launch, we were all covering that thing live. I think I was with Sandstorm, and there was like 8 different Lily tokens that you could choose from to buy. How do you know which one you're getting, right? There's only one way to make sure, and that's to have the contract address. Don't forget about SHIB. Yeah, SHIB is they're bouncing back, and it seems like there's a lot of whales buying into Shiba Inu, uh, and they're just accumulating more. It's like they've held strong for a long time, and they're even accumulating more at this particular price point. So I think, SHIB, like every other token, right? We kind of had a little bit of a crypto winter. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad, guy. We did lose value. The market itself did go down. Bitcoin took a bit hit. We went from 65,000 all the way down to sub 40 at one point. So, I mean, it was kind of not great, but we all suffered. We all suffered together. All the tokens went down. We were all in there together. But listen, this was no what it could have been. Like, Bitcoin could have went down to like 10,000. That would have been a crypto winter or a crypto depression. But we didn't have that. Sherry says, Tammy, can you please post the site for Token Sniffer? It is literally just Token Sniffer. So let me go over here. I'll just hold on a second. I'll go back. Hold on. Because Sherry's my girl. She's here every live stream. Poor Sherry. Poor Sherry. I feel for you. You're here every live. There it is, tokensniffer.com. Or I just type in token sniffer into the Google search bar. It's the first thing that pops up. I hit it. And from there, did everybody see how I did that? In case you're, well, you know what? Let me just go ahead. Shinja never go up. Oh, come on. That's not true. But listen, this is probably why I don't know, I don't know if this is the first time you're bouncing in here. They did just make an announcement that they're buying back for not buying back. They're gonna do a buyback and burn. Let me go back to the Shibnobi Twitter for those that are just getting in here. They have a live stream every single night. Cliff and Strong are in there. And after their AMAs every night, they do a meeting minutes. So they take notes and then they post them to their Twitter page. So here we go. Come on here. Buy back and burn. Okay. Pay attention. This is really big. And this is going to inevitably help the price. It will. The team has decided that because of our liquidity is so healthy, we will be pulling $4.2 million out of our liquidity pool to be used for a huge buyback and burn. Over the next 3 weeks, Cliff will be doing a weekly $700,000 fluctuates with the price of Ether, of course, buyback. After the 3 buybacks have been done, he will be burning all of the tokens. As our liquidity continues to grow, these types of buybacks and burns will be done periodically to increase the price, reduce the supply, and stabilize our liquidity pool. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, I didn't have the screen shared. Oh my god. Well, I read it to you, right? You heard it. So that's the tweet right there. That's we're going to be doing this buyback and burn. But what happened there with that, a lot of people were upset. They felt like, dude, if like Cliff can just go in there and snag his liquidity, like isn't it locked? How can we trust any token with their liquidity being locked? Who's to stop anybody from just opening their liquidity and taking off with it? I don't know. Is Shinja dead? No. Listen. Hi, Tommy. What's up? Sherry says, "Oh, Tammy, I love to come to your lives. Thank you. I love your perspective. I really appreciate you, Sherry. And I'm just saying, I don't know why I have a feeling that you might win tomorrow, Sherry. You're definitely going to win tomorrow. Don't worry, girl. You're definitely going to be one of the winners. The other two, I will pick randomly. The other two viewers, I will pick. I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll pick them randomly. But Sherry, you're definitely going to win. Thank you, Crypto Queen. Teddy, is Shinja going to? Who? Oh, is Teddy here? Did I miss Teddy? Is there a comment from Lively Void? No. Shinja's not going to rug. Stop it. Don't spread those rumors. No, I listen. Seriously. When it comes to projects in particular, like Shinja is strong. Shinja, Cliff is real smart, guys. Listen, he's a coder. He's really, really, really smart. He's dedicated to this project. That guy's got no life. He works all day and then he gets on a live stream to sit there and communicate with his community. All he does is work, 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 work. So he's highly intelligent. You can tell just by listening to him, he knows everything there is to know about coding, the blockchain, smart contracts. This is the kind of guy that you want to be the lead developer of your token, especially a technology token like Shibnobi is. They right now have that Doja Swap. I know there's some people that aren't really that impressed with Doja Swap, but I am. I'm impressed with Doja Swap. And my friend Teddy Ganja, he works there now with Shibnobi. So and I respect Teddy. He's another really smart guy, a very dedicated person, a hard worker. I believe in Teddy and I believe in Cliff. I believe in all those guys. Like they're going to take this project to the next level. They're going to have the Katana wallet and then they're going to have their own blockchain. I used to know the name of the blockchain. Hold on. It's the Kasari blockchain is going to be the name of their blockchain. They're going to do all of this. Like, I have the utmost faith in Shinja. This is not some little token that's going to, no. This is listen, feel safe that your money is safe in Shinja. Feel confident that your money is. Oh, but wait, no. Red candles and not financial advice, okay? I am not giving you financial. I'm just saying, for me, I feel my investment is safe in Shibnobi. And as a matter of fact, when the price pumped significantly for Saitama the other day, it got up to 18. I sold my Saitama position to split those earnings between Terrarium and Shinja. On Bitmart, those are, well, along with Engine Coin too. Those are my two big, and Bitmart. I have Bitmart tokens too. Those are my big holdings on Bitmart. And then the other ones are just all lottery ticket holdings, like $20. Oh no. There was a few tokens that I put $30 into, like, just lottery tickets. And there's some of them that are a penny. Shib Meta is a penny. There's other projects that are just, they're getting so low, like Luffy token is getting very, very low. Kishu getting very, very low. Uh, other projects that are just like, dude, what happened? Kart Racing League got really low. Shiryo Inu got really low. Look what the hell happened to Shiryo Inu, right? Come on now. Um, there's just a bunch of them that, I put money into, like $30, anywhere between $5 and $30 I would put into these things. And they've just been taking a beating. Dion said, Shinja is not going to rug. It still has a lot of more catalysts. I agree. Sherry says, not Shinja. I still have hope for them. This I know they're going to be good. Listen, if they weren't good, Teddy's working there. Teddy'd be like, oh my God, Tammy, oh, guess what I found out? I was like snooping around there, and guess what I found out? You need to get it. I believe that he's a good person and that he would say something to me, and he loves them. Am I still invested in VVS? Yes. As a matter of fact, when they dipped down again, I bought a crap ton more because the whole market's been down. And it's been like a little bit of a crypto, not winter, but just down. And yeah. So I keep buying more and more and more VVS, especially because did you watch my single finance video that I did a couple weeks ago? Can you guys just wait 1 second? Sorry. Stop it. Get my phone. So yes, I have a ton of VVS. And the reason that I bought more is because it was so low right now. And on single finance, so you remember single finance was an IGO that VVS Finance had done. Now, single finance is going to start doing the pseudo market neutral strategy, um, yield farming and everything. And I want to do that with the single because it's one click. So they're going to do everything, and all you have to do is click in and make your investment. They do everything for you. Leveraged yield farming. So let me go to, I wonder if I can get to single finance from here. It's not on the DApp section. Oh, here it is. So yeah, there's a lot on single finance. There's going to be a lot that you can do with the VVS tokens, including the leverage yield farming, which I totally want to get into. Come on, let me in. This cat. I don't know if you can still hear him. He's crazy. So right now for the leveraged yield farming, they only have 2 strategies. They have the USDC single and USDC and Crow. I'm trying to see if you guys can see that. But for their, staking and stuff, how do I get to this? I usually do this on my oh, no, here it is. USDC and VVS. That's gonna be on the single thing. Right now, it's still in the beta version, but this is going to be look at that, look at that. 422% with leverage yield farming, and I'm if you choose the max, which is 3 times leveraged, look at that. Now's the time, like, when these tokens are this low in the price, I have just been adding and adding and adding to VVS, excuse me. Sweetheart, are you okay? What's wrong? What's wrong, honey? What happens? Come on. Here's your treats, honey. Are you okay? You don't want to stay? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. But mommy's live, okay? You're okay, honey. It's okay. My cat does that. She falls asleep and then she wakes up and she does that and she walks through the house. We had a cat that passed away 2 years ago. Well, actually now it's been more. I think it's been 4 years since he passed away. I think she dreams about him. And she wakes up, I think she's confused, like he's gonna be in the house, so she meows and she walks all around the house. I think she's looking for there's no obviously, I don't know. I'm just thinking that's what it is, but she wakes up with that scratchy little meow. Come on, chair. Come on, Jesus. Help me. Honey, I know, but he's not here. I don't know what to say. It's okay. I love you, though. You're a good girl. Are you a pretty little lady? You are a pretty little lady. So yeah, VVS is the thing. I've just been adding because I'm going to get into that. Leveraged yield farming. I don't really understand leveraged yield farming, but you don't have to because their AI is going to do it all for you. So all you have to do is invest your money and the computer takes care of the rest. What it does with leveraged yield farming, leveraged means you're in debt, right? You're borrowing. So you put up, let's say $200, right? You put in $200, they're going to take your $200 and then they're going to borrow $400 from somebody else that has tokens staked in their ecosystem, whatever it is, either in a farm or wherever. They're going to borrow $400 of that. They're going to use that combined $600 to make investments. They're either going to go long on a token or they're going to start shorting a token. Now, the whole thing is, you want to make some money at the end of it. You want to make enough money that whoever you borrowed the tokens from, it's enough to pay back their original tokens along with a little bit of a kickback. They're the cryptocurrency loan sharks. You want to be able to give them their profit along with making profit of your own. And that's the general idea of leveraged yield farming. Honey, I'm sorry, but I'm busy. Mommy loves you though. So yes. Long story short, I still am too. I still am in VVS. I know you didn't want to hear that big, long ass story, but you got it anyway. You're welcome. And Tonic, yep, Tonic too. So you found your way in the space and I'm loving it. Thank you very much. I did. Dope. Thank you very much. Yep. 4 short months ago, I abandoned my other YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, one of my friends from that other side of YouTube, there's crazy how many different genres there are on YouTube. We think because, we're into this is all anybody ever sees. There's so many. Hey, Suresh, welcome. There are so many other things on YouTube. Like I had a tech channel on YouTube. So naturally, when I was under that profile, I would see everybody in the tech space. Everybody, I mean, Peter McKinnon, Maddie, everybody, right? So I had some friends over there and they've recently started to reach out. They're like, dude, are you alive? You haven't uploaded a video in like 5 months. Where are you? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just, you got to come on over to this channel. And you know what I was thinking? I do have like way a lot more subscribers on that channel. Not way a lot more. I probably have like 16,000 subscribers on that channel. I was thinking about just uploading some of my cryptocurrency videos to that channel. Why not? Maybe I could recruit some more of the regular people, right? The muggles. Maybe I could bring some muggles over into cryptocurrency. I know, honey. I love you though, but he's not here. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come on, honey. You want to say hi to the people? Hold on, I'll show you Libby. This is Libby. Oh, my camera went out. Shit. Isn't she precious? You hear her purring? Look into the camera, honey. Look. Look. Look here. Look here. Okay. All right. Be's a good girl. She's spoiled. Be a good girl. You guys, right? Isn't she beautiful? She's gorgeous. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I just saw that. Caught it that it was out. So that's the dealio. So please, if you're interested, wasn't she cute? She's beautiful. She really is. The other cats, they're all over her. The one is her brother, and the other one is the cat that's the R word. He's in love with her. He's devastated that she doesn't love him back, but he's such a bully. Who can love him? He's like a stalker to her. Pain in the butt. So guys, yeah, wasn't she? She's so cute. Gosh, she breaks your heart. Like, I feel so bad for her because I have a feeling that's what she's looking for. She's looking for her brother. It's like, I mourned my cat for a long time, and I was thinking, what's it doing to them? Like, what do they certainly they knew he was dying, right? They smelled him and we ran him up to, oh, it was a nightmare. How they take it emotionally, I guess we'll never know. And that's going to be, how long have I been live? An hour and a half, you guys. I got to cut you loose. I got to cut you loose. I feel bad for you. Why not? Oh, why not, Sherry? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, maybe you're talking to somebody else. Blue Collar Crypto, welcome. Blue Collar Crypto. I don't know. What is it about you, Blue Collar Crypto? It seems like every time I'm getting ready to sign out, you come popping in. I've noticed that. It's a little bit of a trend. It's almost like you're telling me something. Time to go, Sherry says, or do a video for that channel and let them know that you have this channel. Sherry, that's a good idea. That's she's pretty. Panther Man says Waves is making waves. Did anybody get into WagMe? Before we dip out of here, because you guys know I'm friends with like Sandstorm and all those other guys. I'm part of this Twitter group that they're all in, and they were all about WagMe today. They're like, oh my gosh, the game, it's crazy. I guess it's this one, right? On Uniswap. Who knows, right? This could be a honeypot. We'll see how many people are in here. Holders. Total holders 1,463. Let's see if this is a new one because I think this WagMe this can't be it. Right? I'll search for another one. Did anybody get into this WagMe? Are you guys familiar with WagMe? Is this it? Wagyu Swap. That can't be it. Maybe it's on Pancake Swap. Pancake. I don't know. Holders 22,000. I didn't think it would be that many though. I don't know. Okay, well, then we'll check waves because this dude just said waves, so we'll check waves. Let me go back to StreamYard to make sure this is showing. No, and I'm not showing my screen again, thank gosh. Whack me, not the token. Whack me. Oh, was that a game? I couldn't understand what the heck they were talking about. They're all, dude, it's like I'm not kidding you, 15 men and then me and Crypto Deb. And because Crypto Deb and I are, like, really, like, radio silent in that in the chat, I think they forgot that we're there because the stuff that they say, it's like, "Ooh, I can't believe you just said that." But they're like, "Dude, wag me, man. Wag me. Oh my god." And I was like, "Wow, that I wonder if it's a token." I was thinking it was a token. Had to be a token. They were, like, all drooling over it. Is it a game? Sherry says, "Or do a video for that channel." Oh, I already read that, right? But I'm going to. Okay. Sherry, tomorrow, girl, I got you, girl. I got you. Got you. So let's look up waves. Sherry, I'm going to get you. You deserve it, friend. This one on Uniswap, let's see. What? Is it this one? $166. How many holders are in this thing? 1,312. Is this what you're talking about? Waves. Oh, Believes is talking about it again. Waves is up 382%. Yeah, but I don't know which one. I'll type waves in again and see if there's other options to look for. And then I'm going to let you guys go. Seriously, I've kept you hanging on too long. Is it this one? Is that the one I just have up? I've got so much open on my computer. It's so slow. Let me start closing some stuff out. Hold on. No, it's taken too long. Panther Man says, yeah, I made mad lot of that. Okay. Thank you very much, Plankton. I appreciate you. Plankton with the super chat. Wag me, not the token. So I'll have to find out exactly what the heck those guys were talking about. Because is it a game? I don't know. Oh boy, there's stuff going on here. Okay. All right, guys. Well, listen, I really appreciate you so much, you guys, for always coming by and just listening to me prattle on. It seems like forever. I really appreciate you. Don't forget, tomorrow is the AMA with the CEO of Luca Token, and two of you are going to win some Luca tokens. It's three, but I'm giving them to Sherry. She's always here. Of course, I'm going to give them to Sherry. Come on, I have to get my girls, right? I have to have my girls back. Sherry, you're definitely in. So another two of you are going to win. I'll just, I guess, randomly pick them. And what else? Tomorrow, be aware, the Coin View Cap launch 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will post on Twitter when I'm going to take profits. So in case you're not following me on Twitter, it's at me, Tammy Ski. And that's my Twitter handle. And I'd like to thank everybody who joined in tonight. Don't forget ArchieNeko token very early for ArchieNeko. There's still only 363 holders. It is an amazing project. It's going to have a huge ecosystem. There's a lot going on there with ArchieNeko. So please look into it. I'm going to do a few more videos about it. I'm going to be on their social media platforms. I'll probably be in their voice chat tomorrow on Telegram. And that's going to do it here for me today. I thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on those red candles, and please take care of yourself, and may God bless you.